Hello, I'm Mitch Kingsland from the Shop Incorporated. This video is to explain the difference in the surface structure between a typical lathe cut aluminum disc and one that has been precision scraped. We get asked quite often what we mean by scraped and why we will not finish a disc without scraping. Scraping removes the varied spiral grooves left from lathe machining with a one-piece tool which spans the whole width of the honing band and restructures the aluminum to a solid, dense, unvaried, mirror-like surface. We originally lathe cut all our discs, but we were not satisfied with the unknown accuracy and unpredictable longevity of the surface, so we developed our scraping process to solve the problem. How far out of tolerance a disc surface is hard to tell without scraping. Just sharpening a few blades will not reveal the variance in the surface strength or determine how long or briefly it will last. Although both manual and CNC lathes have the ability to make the cutting tool bit travel in a very accurate path, they cannot control what is happening to the very tip of the tool bit, and in turn the surface finish and accuracy. There are special tool bit coatings and coolants that help in keeping the cutting tip in good form, but aluminum will build up on the tip of the tool bit due to the cutting pressure and heat. This ever-changing buildup, along with normal cutter wear, varies the depth of cut and the shape of the grooves while traveling the long spiral distance across the lapping band. This leaves a surface structure for clipper blade sharpening that is varied in strength and accuracy, allowing high and low patterns to develop with the introduction of the abrasive aluminum oxide grit. How fast the weaker areas erode determines the useful life of the surface. The straight precision ground edge of the scraper contacts the high areas first and removes material until the whole surface is of one plane with no high or low areas or grooves. In these sequential shots during the scraping process, you can see how the straight edge of the scraper contacts the tops of the grooves and removes material, revealing the variance in the depth of the cut due to the buildup on the lathe cutter tip. This buildup is not constant, as it breaks off and then builds up again, creating a wavy pattern in the depth of the grooves. Checking a lathe cut disc with a straight edge does not measure the bottom of the grooves, which is what ultimately determines the support for the grinding grit. The low areas, as in the center and outer edge of this disc, would be the areas which would begin to wear first and determine the useful life of the disc. Once fully scraped solid and true, this surface, when used properly, will not only wear evenly, but will potentially grind more steel per square inch and can last longer than a lathe cut surface. The correct lapping procedures when sharpening clipper blades should slowly create a uniform, non-wavy, dished wear pattern that is low only in the center of the lapping band and high on each edge. Since the center area of the lapping band is constantly being overlapped by the blades, whereas the inner and outer edges are not, it wears down sooner. This represents that the surface was accurate and of equal strength to begin with. Very seldom does this occur with lathe machining alone. You can determine the wear pattern on your disc by the rub pattern on the blades. Blades should always begin with a very definite straight rub pattern, and as the disc wears, the pattern will still be definite, but come down more so in the center teeth. A wavy disc will be more random and not quite so definite. The appearance of the grit charge and the spark pattern will also indicate if the surface is wearing evenly or not. You will see a difference in the sparking between the high and low areas, and the grit charge will break down in a similar pattern each sequence. We precision scrape all our new and resurfaced discs to verify the accuracy and the density of the surface, thus increasing the useful life for the maximum number of good cutting, long-lasting blades. If you have any more questions about this subject, please visit our website or feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Thanks for watching.